For centuries, stained glass has transformed light into story, color and craft coming together to inspire, to decorate, and to teach. Long before books were common, these windows spoke of faith, history, and beauty to all who stood beneath them. Today, that same artistry endures, lovingly preserved and reimagined by those who continue to believe in the power of light, color, and meaning. On a recent visit to the Cavallini Company, I was able to see firsthand the detail and craftsmanship that goes into each piece of stained glass. Manlio Cavallini, along with his brother Publio, started the Cavallini Company in 1953. Manlio made his way from Italy to the United States when the Diocese of Corpus Christi brought him to St. John's Seminary with the plan of becoming a priest. Speaking with Manlio's son Adrian, I assumed his father did not end up becoming a priest because he founded the Cavallini Company. So I asked his son, what kept his father from becoming a priest?
My mom. Yeah, he was brought in by the Diocese of Corpus Christi, I think in 1948. And my uncle, my mom's brother, was also a seminarian. So they became friends, and then his name was Gene. So Gene invited my dad over to the house, to his house, to Gene's house, and that's where he met my mom. Okay. When I was about 10, I started doing mosaics with my dad when he was on North Florida Street. And there's a mosaic mural on the exterior of the building that says Cavallini on it. But I started doing mosaics, and then in the late 60s, the company started doing stained glass. And then little by little, we started doing more stained glass than mosaics.
The family business is now in its third generation, with Adrian Cavallini Jr. working alongside his father, and became acquainted with the company much in the same fashion that his dad did.
Yeah, so I started really working with him when I was about 10 years old, and I just turned 30 a couple days ago. And so, it's kind of my 20th year here working, doing related crafts.
Although technology has made its way into the Cavallini Company, stained glass is still very much a hands-on craft. The human touch and attention to detail is still job one for the Cavallinis.
What Adrian has done, he has infused technology into our layout process. And not only our layout process, but also into tweaking our figures. So we still go in and we still tweak things, by hand here and there. All the hand painting and cutting and assembling of the windows, that's all done by hand. There's no machines doing that, So you still get that handmade look.
There is something so elegant and peaceful when looking at stained glass, especially when sunlight shines through it. I took some footage that I recorded a couple of weeks ago and gave it a stained glass look, and was amazed at the emotional effect it had on me. Almost as if time and history became frozen and encapsulated in glass. Even taking some of CTSA's older logos, when given the effect of a stained glass look, it gives you a different perspective on things when it is preserved on fractured glass. We were not the only visitors to the Cavallini Company. We ran into Justin McKenzie, who is the host of the Building Texas show, which can be found on YouTube, and we were able to capture some behind-the-scenes production work for his program.
So I host the Building Texas show, and my goal is to really talk about the future of work, what's happening in Texas, and introducing people to the work that they don't see happening. And so here at Cavallini, it's a great opportunity to talk about some artisan work that is handcrafted, but really is in every community across the state. Every church that you go into, you're going to see some form of stained glass telling a story.
If you're a designer or you're a painter or a ceramicist or anything like that, you don't look at these things the way somebody who isn't aware of the process looks at them. So for me, it's not like a moment. It's like, I wonder why they did that. It's a very analytical process for me.
I would say that what got me interested in kind of keeping with this family tradition, it's that it is a long-standing tradition. You're surrounded by art, so it's not a typical sort of corporate environment. And For me, the work is more than just work. Of course, there's a family legacy component to it. And also there is sort of the mission behind what we're trying to do here is to spread the gospel through world-class art. So for me, I'm a Catholic, we're a Catholic family, and it's a little bit more than just a job, of course, but there is another element to it that's sort of beyond the fiscal part that, for me, it's a personal endeavor.